and then net present value. Present value and future value are closely related concepts. An example of future value is, how much money will I have 1 year from now if I invest $100 at an expected 20% annual return? $100 multiplied by 1.2 is $120. An example of present value is, how much money do I invest today to achieve $120 1 year from now at an expected 20% annual return? $120 divided by 1.2 is $100. So to get to the future value, you move from left to right. Take a present value and multiply it by 1 plus the rate of return. To get to the present value, you go from right to left. Take a future value and divide it by 1 plus the rate of return. You can do this for multiple years as well. How much money will I have 2 years from now if I invest $100 at an expected 20% annual return? $100 multiplied by 1.2 is $120. This $120 in turn multiplied by 1.2 is $144. How much money do I invest today to achieve $144 2 years from now at an expected 20% annual return? $144 divided by 1.2 is $120. Then divide the $120 once again by 1.2 to get to $100 today. The formula for future value is $100 times 1.2 to the power 2 equals $144. In other words, present value times 1 plus the rate of return to the power of the number of years equals future value. The formula for present value is $144 divided by 1.2 to the power 2 equals $100. In other words, future value divided by 1 plus the rate of return to the power of the number of years equals present value. Let's perform a net present value calculation step by step. What is the present value, PV, of all the cash inflows and cash outflows of the following project? The project is expected to provide 4 years worth of benefits of nominally $400 per year and an investment today of $1,000 to launch the project. What is the present value of a $400 benefit that we expect 1 year from now? Take the nominal amount of $400 and divide it by 1 plus the weighted average cost of capital. Weighted average cost of capital, or WACC, is a calculation of a firm's cost of capital in which each category of capital is proportionally weighted. We take a fairly high WACC of 20% in this calculation. 1 plus 20% equals 1.2. $400 divided by 1.2 equals $333. The present value of a nominal amount of $400 1 year from now is $333 as today's equivalent. What is the present value of a $400 benefit that we expect 2 years from now? To calculate that present value, we need to take the nominal amount of $400 and divide it by 1 plus 20% to power 2, as we need to take 2 steps, from year 2 to year 1, from year 1 to today. This is the same as saying $400 divided by 1.2 times 1.2, or $400 divided by 1.44, which is $278. Next, we calculate the present value of the $400 benefit that we expect 3 years from now, and the present value of the $400 benefit that we expect 4 years from now. We have now translated all cash flows into today's equivalent. To get to NPV, you simply sum the amounts. 333, 278, plus 231, plus 193, minus 1,000 investment today. The net present value is $35. The word net in the term net present value means deducting the investment amount from the present values of the future cash flows. As the net present value of this project is positive, it is worth pursuing. Accept the project proposal as it creates value for the company. If the net present value of the project would have been negative, it would not be worth pursuing. Reject the project proposal as it does not create value for the company. The main idea of net present value is very simple. Time is money. The net present value method takes the time value of money into account, by translating all future cash flows into today's money and then adding up today's investment and the present values of all